Life is hard. It challenges everyone in ways that often feel unfair, relentless, and overwhelming. The storms it brings don't ask for permission, and they don't wait until you're ready. But in those moments of hardship, there's a truth you must understand. Self-pity is not the answer. It offers no solutions, no strength, no growth. It whispers false comforts, only to leave you stranded. Self-pity deserves no respect. What truly deserves respect is resilience, the quiet, unshakable courage to rise above your circumstances. It's not about ignoring the pain or pretending everything is fine. It's about choosing to stand tall in the face of it, to hold your head high, even when life feels impossibly heavy. Resilience is the unseen force that drives you to take the next step, no matter how small. It's the fire within that refuses to be extinguished, the determination to keep moving even when the road ahead is steep. Respect is not given to those who surrender to the weight of their struggles. It's earned by those who face them with strength and grace. Life is hard, yes, but within you lies the power to rise. Be resilient. That is where true respect begins. Self-pity is a shadowy figure, always waiting in the corners of our minds. It doesn't shout or demand attention, it whispers. Its voice is soft but insistent. You've been wronged. Life is unfair. You deserve better. At first, it feels comforting, almost like a friend. It wraps you in a blanket of validation, telling you that your pain is unique, your struggle greater than anyone else's. But this so-called friend has a darker purpose. Self-pity is not here to heal you or lift you. It's here to keep you stuck. It locks you in a cycle of focusing on what's wrong, what's missing, what hurts. Instead of seeking solutions, it encourages you to dwell on the problem. Instead of empowering you to rise, it tells you that sinking further is the only option. It's seductive because it feels like relief in the moment. After all, who doesn't want their pain acknowledged? But make no mistake, self-pity is a trap. It lures you into a place where time stands still, where progress halts, and where the possibilities of life shrink into nothingness. Think of it like quicksand. The more you indulge in self-pity, the deeper you sink. Each thought of "why me" pulls you down further. Each moment spent replaying the unfairness of it all adds weight, making it harder to move forward. And soon, the effort to climb out feels impossible. You might even convince yourself that staying there is easier, safer, or even justified. But staying in self-pity comes at a great cost. It steals your energy, draining you of the strength you need to change your circumstances. It clouds your vision, making you blind to the opportunities that lie just beyond the horizon. It isolates you, pushing away those who might otherwise be there to support and inspire you. And most importantly, it keeps you from becoming who you are meant to be. There is greatness within you, a potential to rise, to create, to overcome. But self-pity acts like a wall, standing between you and that potential. As long as you give it space in your life, you will never see what lies on the other side of that wall. So, what's the alternative? It's not about denying your struggles or pretending everything is fine. Acknowledge the pain, yes, but don't dwell there. Recognize the unfairness, but don't let it define you. Instead, lift your gaze. Take one step forward, even if it's small. Focus on what you can do, not what has been done to you. Self-pity demands respect, but it doesn't deserve it. Respect belongs to resilience. Respect belongs to the person who holds their head up, even when the weight of the world feels unbearable. Respect belongs to the one who chooses action over despair, hope over helplessness. Don't let self-pity be your story. Let it be the obstacle you overcame, not the prison you lived in. There is always another path, another way forward. It takes true strength to choose otherwise, but strength is the alternative, and it's a power that lies within every one of us. Holding your head up isn't about denying the pain or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about refusing to let the pain define you. It's about stepping out of the shadows of despair and standing in the light of possibility. It's looking at the challenge in front of you, not with fear, not with frustration, but with determination. Strength begins the moment you decide that your circumstances, no matter how heavy, will not dictate your worth or your future. It's not an easy choice. It requires resolve to shift your focus away from what's gone wrong and toward what you can do next. Strength is found in the small actions, getting out of bed, taking one step forward, speaking one kind word to yourself or someone else. Imagine a tree battered by the wind. Its branches bend, its leaves scatter, but its roots hold firm. That is what it means to hold your head up. Life's storms may shake you, but they cannot uproot you unless you let them. Strength is not about being unscathed. It's about standing tall despite the scars. And here's the truth: people notice. They may not see the depth of your struggle, but they see the way you carry it. When you refuse to give in, when you keep moving forward despite the odds, you inspire. You show others that it's possible. You become a living example of resilience. And there's a quiet, undeniable respect that comes with that. Think of those who face life's toughest trials with dignity and resolve. You've seen them, the ones who don't complain, who don't dwell, who simply do their best to get on. These people may not always stand in the spotlight, but they embody the kind of strength that truly matters. And when you see them, don't you feel a sense of admiration? Doesn't it move something within you? Be that person. Be the one who, when faced with adversity, chooses to rise. Be the one who, when others expect defeat, finds a way to continue. Strength is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about refusing to let the weight of the world keep you down. Every step forward is a declaration that you will not be defined by your hardships. Every moment you choose action over despair is a victory. Holding your head up is not just a choice, it's a statement. It says, I may have been knocked down, but I will not stay there. So when life tests you, remember that the alternative to self-pity is strength. Respect is not given to those who surrender to the storm, but to those who walk through it. Hold your head up, move forward, and let your resilience tell the story of who you are. And it's not about perfection. Rising above does not mean you won't stumble. It doesn't mean you won't feel the weight of doubt or the pull of despair. But what it does mean is that you keep going. You try. You take the next step, no matter how small it seems, and then the next. Picture a mountain climber scaling a towering peak. They don't leap to the top in one bound. They move slowly, deliberately, sometimes slipping, sometimes pausing to catch their breath. But with every step, they climb higher. They know the summit is not reached all at once. It's conquered inch by inch, with persistence and resolve. This is what it means to rise above self-pity. It's not about leaping over your problems or instantly transforming your life. It's about taking one step, then another, then another. It's about showing up for yourself, even on the hardest days. It's about refusing to let the pain win. When you rise above, you not only change your own life, you inspire others. People notice those who keep going when it would be easier to give up. They respect those who carry their burdens with dignity, who meet challenges with quiet strength. You may never realize the full extent of the impact you have, but rest assured, it's there. So when life feels overwhelming, remember this: you don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to have all the answers. All you have to do is try. Hold your head up, take the next step, and rise above. Your story of resilience will be unforgettable, not because it was flawless, but because it was real. And in that, there is extraordinary power. Respect is not something you can demand, nor is it something freely given. It is earned through the quiet power of resilience, through the actions you take when life challenges you the most. Respect comes from the strength to rise, the courage to endure, and the determination to keep moving forward no matter how many obstacles lie in your path. Resilience is not glamorous. It often goes unnoticed, unfolding in the quiet moments when no one is watching. It's in the decision to try again after failure, to take the next step when the road seems endless, and to carry the weight of hardship with grace instead of bitterness. These are not acts that attract attention, but they command respect, for they embody the essence of strength. Imagine someone facing adversity, a mountain of challenges that seems impossible to climb. They don't complain or seek pity. Instead, they steady themselves, focus their mind, and take the first step, then another. They may falter, but they never stop. This kind of persistence is what draws admiration. It's not the absence of struggle that earns respect. It's the refusal to let the struggle define them. Complaints, on the other hand, demand attention, but rarely inspire respect. Complaints highlight what's wrong without offering a path forward. They focus on the problem instead of the solution, seeking validation instead of transformation. While venting frustrations is natural, respect is not found in words of despair. It is found in the quiet resolve to do something about them. Resilience, in contrast, speaks for itself. It doesn't need to be shouted from the rooftops or put on display. It's evident in actions, the way someone chooses to stand tall in the face of difficulty, to keep trying even when success seems far away, and to show kindness and strength to others even while enduring their own struggles. Think about what truly moves you. It's not the person who complains about the unfairness of life or waits for someone else to solve their problems. It's the one who, despite the odds, chooses to act. They take responsibility for their life, even when it would be easier to blame the world. They build, grow, and persevere, even when the process is slow and painful. This is why resilience earns respect. It demonstrates the strength of character. It shows that you can face life head-on and refuse to give up, even when circumstances seem insurmountable. It reveals a quiet confidence, a determination to create something better, no matter how many times you've been knocked down. Respect is not a gift. It's a reflection of the effort you've put into becoming more than your struggles. It's in the way you rise when you fall, in the way you endure when others might quit, and in the way you inspire others by showing them that they too can overcome. So let your actions speak. Face life with resilience. Be the person who keeps going, who refuses to surrender, and who inspires others to do the same. That is where true respect is found. Every moment of your life holds a choice. The world may throw difficulties your way, challenges you didn't ask for, setbacks you couldn't foresee. But no matter what happens, you hold the power to decide how you respond. That is where your strength lies. You can let life's challenges define you. You can allow pain and hardship to shape the story you tell yourself, to cast you as a victim of your circumstances. Or you can make a different choice. You can decide to define yourself, not by what has happened to you, but by what you do about it. That decision, your response, is where your greatness begins. Be the person who acts, not the person who waits. Be the person who faces their struggles with courage and determination. Be the person who gets back up, time and time again, no matter how many times they fall. These are not just words. They are the foundation of a life lived with purpose and strength. Your actions speak louder than any declaration ever could. When others see you choosing to keep going, to persevere, they see what resilience looks like. You become a beacon of hope, a reminder that it's possible to overcome whatever stands in the way. It's not about showing the world you're invincible. It's about showing the world that you're unstoppable. Imagine someone facing a seemingly insurmountable obstacle. They don't complain, don't ask for sympathy. Instead, they quietly focus on the next step forward. They stumble, but they rise. They face setbacks, but they adjust and keep going. That person inspires not because they're perfect, but because they're real. Their strength isn't loud, but it's undeniable. You can be that person. You don't need to wait for the perfect conditions. You don't need to have it all figured out. All you need to do is begin, today, right now. Take one step forward. Hold your head high, even when the weight of the world feels unbearable. Every small effort builds momentum, and with each step, you grow stronger. Understand this: life will test you. It will ask who you are and what you're made of. Let your answer be clear. Show life that you will not back down, that you will not be broken by its challenges. Show life that you are not defined by what happens to you, but by how you choose to respond. 2, you are capable of far more than you realize. Within you is a strength that can withstand any storm, a resolve that can overcome any obstacle. But it's up to you to unleash it. It's up to you to choose action over despair, hope over helplessness. Be the person who inspires others, not through grand speeches, but through quiet, relentless determination. Be the person who shows others that it's possible to rise, no matter how far you've fallen. Hold your head up. Keep going. Because every step forward is a victory, and every victory brings you closer to the life you're meant to live. The world doesn't stop for self-pity. It moves forward, endlessly, relentlessly. And it respects those who choose to move with it, those who embody strength, not through perfection, but through perseverance. Strength is quiet. It doesn't shout for attention or demand recognition. It simply moves forward, one step at a time, no matter how steep the path. Be that strength. Be the person who faces life with courage, who refuses to let challenges define them. The journey will test you. It won't be easy. There will be moments when the weight feels too heavy, when the road ahead seems endless. But don't stop. Keep walking, keep climbing, and keep believing in the power of your own resilience. Each step forward is a victory, no matter how small. Every act of perseverance, every refusal to give in, builds momentum. And with every step, you move closer to becoming the person you are meant to be. The person who inspires others not with words, but with unwavering determination. The sun always rises, and so can you. The world respects those who choose strength. So hold your head high. Keep going. Your journey is worth it, and so are you.